What it is, everybody, thanks for tuning back in here to another episode here on the Speedbug channel. Appreciate y'all tuning in again for another episode. For all my fans, my lovers, and my haters, we got a nice cool one for you for more content here on the GSXR here right behind me. And we talking about, do a little twist to turn, talking about the Brock's Predator system. Now, a lot of you guys actually asked me about this exhaust and stuff, even when I had this exhaust actually on the R1M. And the really only difference between this one and the R1M was just the tubes and stuff that was down here. This one is made of stainless, and that one was made of full titanium. Now, why didn't I put titanium or anything on this bike? Well, let me first start off by saying, because it's a street bike, it's not a full-blown race bike, and the difference between the cost and the weight savings wasn't justifiable to ride it on the street. You're talking like a pound or two. You know, it's really not that big of a difference. If I'm going to do that, then I'm going to invest in a lot of other things, you know, lightweight bar ends, lightweight handle grips, carbon fiber wheels, lightweight rotors, lightweight chain and sprocket, you know, 520 conversion, you know, aluminum sprockets, all that, to get the rotating mass and all that stuff out and all of that, you know, because we're talking this system and such was, let's just say $1,000, right? Full system, you know, muffler and everything like that. First, the tie was almost like between like $1,800 and $2,000, if I remember correctly. So double the cost wasn't justifiable if I wasn't going to race the bike like competitively. You know, a couple street races here or that, go to the track here, that mess around and stuff like that, see what times you could do. That's okay. That, you know, that makes perfect sense to me. But to spend $2,000 on a part that's only going to save me 1 pound, well, let's be real, between the guys, you know, y'all gonna appreciate this joke. Just still go take a shit that day before you go ride the bike. You know, you can lose a little bit more than that. It wasn't justifiable, you know, for the exhaust. Now, if you like the color change and stuff like that, well, again, as I've said in many other videos, get exactly what makes you happy. But this system here is stainless, and I went with the dark, I forget what the electro silver, electro black muffler exactly. I forget exactly what it's called off the top of my head. And Brock, if you're watching, I completely apologize. I forgot the name off the top of my head. But back to the system itself. The system itself has absolutely been flawless. Haven't had a single issue or anything with it. Not that I've really had many issues with exhaust systems as I've put them together and put them on in the past. Hell, even the ones that I've made, like that one, I made that myself. But when I got this one, as I put it on this bike, as I put it on, as you saw, my R1M, and of course the other BMW S1000 that's been in the garage, that you've seen me just put them on based off of what I've filmed for my YouTube channel. But years and years before, I've had them on Hayabusas and stuff like that, and my other Busas and stuff, and they were just flawless, and I haven't had any issues with them. Even years down the road, you know, 10, 15,000 miles, no leaks. You look at the welds, you look at the, you know, the common joints where everything links together, and it's fine. You know, every now and then you get a little soot and stuff like that that you would normally get from any exhaust system that leaks down the bottom. But hey, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? I mean, it's an engine. It's an air pump. It's gonna have a little bit of soot and stuff like that. But overall, it's been flawless. You come up here in the primaries, you want to see some color changes and stuff. Not as much as the titanium ones, but you could definitely see it inside of there. But again, with the weight savings and stuff like that, you just want to touch on that. Based on the stock one versus, you know, this one, even though they're both stainless, this is significantly lighter by like 10 or 12 pounds versus the OEM one. And the OEM one, you saw when I first got that thing, the muffler had to be like, it's like as big as the whole bike. This exhaust system sounds fantastic. It's great. And it almost looks like it belongs on the bike. Very similar to like a Yosh. Me personally, I do believe certain systems kind of look and tend to flow better on certain bikes. Now, some people swear by a Kropovich or Aquapobic, however it is that you want to pronounce it, that's their brand, that's this, that, whatever. And I'm cool with that. You know, just like some people swear that Yosh is designed for a Suzuki, and I'm cool with that. Brock's, you know, it could be universal, this, that. Well, me personally, I like this one, and this is not paid by Brock's or anything like that. I really do like this system for this bike, and it's done flawlessly. And I've looked at many dyno charts of this bike, and a difference between like a Yosh, a Brock's, an Acura, an Aero, whatever it may be, and they're all within like 1 horsepower of each other. You know, some you get like a mid-range gain, mid-range dip, maybe an extra horsepower up top, you lose one at the bottom. It really all depends on the size of the primaries, of course, and where the collector meets. Is it, you know, 4-2-1 or 4-1, whatever it may be. The velocity, you know, of the exhaust gases when it's coming out the back of the bike makes it obviously change that, you know, whether it's low or mid-range, high. You know, it really just depends on the way it's going to look. But another exhaust I really do like is the M4, and that one looks really good. Again, it boils down to what it is, but the overall review of this exhaust, it's been great. It's held up great, sturdy. Get numerous compliments on it everywhere I go. People are like, man, that sounds really good when you're going down the street. It's loud enough where it's tall enough where, I mean, it's not quiet, but it's not obnoxious loud or anything like kind of like how the BMW is. But it's got a great zing to it, and when you get on it, still shoots flames. It still, you know, provides more than adequate amount of flow. CFM is light years over the stock one, and that's really what the exhaust really is. It's about flow. It's not about the type of flames or anything it's going to shoot or anything like that. It's about the flow and the durability and the quality. And Brock's performance, Brock Davidson, again, if you're watching this, you've built a superior product. It's fantastic. It's great. And you already know, even with the ups and downs and anything that we've ever had, you know, I'm a lifetime customer and everything like that. And, you know, this is not the last exhaust system or anything that I'm going to be purchasing from you. So anyone that's looking for a system for their GSXR, I really think that you should look into a Brock's Predator system. And this muffler comes in a couple different configurations. So if you don't like this color, if you got maybe the white version or the red version of the GSXR, make sure you check that one out, because there is an exhaust muffler option that maybe best suits you a little bit better for your motorcycle. And they do make a titanium color mid-pipe and stuff like that you can get, or you can get a full tight system if you would like. And if you don't like the Predator system, they sell the CT system, the alien head and stuff like that. Like the alien head that flows a ridiculous amount of number, but Brock will fill you more in on that. But fantastic products, and you can see I have some other things of Brock Davidson stuff here on this motorcycle, because they make a great product, and if it wasn't great, hell, he wouldn't be in business. So, and that ain't the case, and he's doing well. And Brock, thank you very much for everything. Thank you for making a kick-ass product, always shipping everything super fast to me, personal phone calls and everything like that. Your customer service is outstanding. So in the motorcycle world, you the man. But that's my quick review on this. Great exhaust, and I think that you can't go wrong with the price point for what this cost, and for the new GSXR, what it does to it with a flash, a tune, and all that. After everything is all worked out, you ain't gonna be disappointed with this exhaust, I'll tell you that much. So, but that's gonna wrap it up here for today's video. If you guys like what you saw, again, Facebook, Instagram at @SpeedBuck, same name here as YouTube. And we are going to have a lot more things about this GSXR 1000R here on the channel. Deuces, guys. Ride safe.